Welcome back. We're talking tourism, winter tourism in particular, with our guest David Holder, president of the Greater Syracuse Convention and Visitors Bureau. Visit syracuse.org on the web, which can connect you to a whole lot of things. All right, what's coming up? What can we do locally, and what are the opportunities?
I tell you, sports is going to be such a huge theme for 2010. And I mentioned the Special Olympic Winter Games coming here, the Mirabado Outdoor Classic, outdoor hockey game. We follow that up with the U.S. Snowshoeing Association National Championships come into our area. They're going to be out at Highland Forest. The top-ranked snowshoers are from across the nation coming here. We've got the NCAA Men's Regional Finals coming back to town.
The East Regionals coming March 25th through the 27th.
Absolutely.
At the Carrier Dome.
We've got, as you circle into, let's get outside of winter, but we've got continuing great events like the Iron Girl. We have a half Ironman this year. Mm-hmm. We've got the Syracuse Invitational coming up.
Wicked.
Well, if you start talking about cultural scene, we ended up in 2009 with this incredible cultural event with the Turner to Cezanne exhibition.
Wasn't that amazing?
It was fabulous.
Okay, talk about tourism. Can you measure the success of that kind of?
Big time.
How do you measure the success of that?
One of the things, we were actually met with the staff from the Everson last week. We're working through analyzing all of the thousands of zip code data points that they have, working together with the different cultural assets and institutions that connected with that program as well, to say, look, what was the full scope of the impact of this event,
and the residual
Absolutely.
of that, with the downtown and the symphony and other groups getting involved.
From the Onondaga Historical Association to downtown restaurants to the opera, the stage, the symphony, it was fantastic. And that theme then is something we can continue to build on and over again. So coming up, we have Wicked. We have the full slate of all the different cultural events. Our museums, our arts institutions do such a fabulous job. And one of the strengths that we have and one of the opportunities we have is how do we continue to push that message out there, because there is a great deal of collaboration going on across the board with those institutions. We feel like we've got so many great assets from an attraction standpoint. So when we start really pursuing family-related travel for places like the zoo or the Most, this time of the year is, in my opinion, one of the best times of the year to go to the zoo.
Because?
All the animals are active. If you ever take your dog for a walk and your dog starts just jumping around this time of year because the cold weather just kind of gives them a little extra zest, the animals at the zoo do the same thing. It's really cool to go to the zoo and walk around out there in this time of the year.
Yeah, people forget they've got their own campaign going. Remember us during the winter. So, having said that, part of this, of course, Syracuse University sports.
You cannot.
You promoted the East Regional, but the fact of the matter is you got SU sports as well.
You got SU sports. You got the Crunch. And one of the great things about SU sports this time of year, particularly as good as both teams are doing, both basketball teams are doing right now, it just adds to the publicity of our area, and it gives our visitors coming in here a really, really attractive product to go through. Back in the fall during football season, we brought in a Canadian blogger, and this is someone who's very, very influential.
And what did they say quickly?
She said she loved the area. She was surprised at how influential football was here in this area, in college sports.
All right, David Holder is the president of the Greater Syracuse Convention and Visitors Bureau. They've got a great website. Visit syracuse.org and find out all the great things that are happening on that website. You can connect to everything going on. Thanks again. And of course, centralissues.org is our blog. You can also write us at P.O. Box 2400, Syracuse, New York, 13220. And that does it for today's show. Tomorrow, WCNY's Great Travel Auction will occupy this time slot. So watch the show, get some great travel deals, bid high and bid often, Friday through Sunday night, beginning at 6 p.m. right here on WCNY. And we thank you in advance for your support of great public television. And thanks for watching CI.
Central Issues is brought to you by our members.
And by the C&S companies, working toward a more sustainable world with more than 40 years of advanced engineering, planning, architecture, construction, and technology solutions. C&S companies. On the web at cscos.com.